felt really uncomfortable about making a video lately amidst everything that's going on. I didn't think it was particularly appropriate. And you know, I had to move out of my dorm. I moved into my mom's again, and so yeah, I think everybody's just been kind of getting settled in for the long haul. I'm going to lay out this video on the topic of Maslow'S hierarchy because I've basically been obsessed with that concept since I was in like 8th grade, and I'm a junior in college now. So yeah, the concept we'll start off with is a hierarchy, so it's a pyramid. And Maslow, he decided that we are defined by the foundation, which is necessity like food, air, water, shelter, pretty standard. And then relationships, which is really our support system, self-esteem, how we feel about ourselves, and then like conscious expansion, which is obviously learning and growing. And clearly we had the foundation of this hierarchy taken out right from under us by that of a cell of a virus. And that's been really hard, and I do want to say that clearly it does seem nearly impossible to pursue anything above necessity when that's the only thing that you have to think about. And studies have even shown that we have a lot harder time focusing when finances are threatened. It can literally lower your IQ. It takes a lot of mental capacity for us. So of course, I'm going to recommend that I hope and pray that everybody stays healthy and also safe and has utilities. But the fact that we had this foundation taken from us clearly had an impact on our relationships. We can't see people a lot anymore, or at least it's not recommended besides your immediate household. And it's really hard, honestly. Like, these support systems that we've looked to for so long, and hopefully if you've been lucky enough to have that, it is truly a struggle, and to have to learn to find new forms of communication. I feel this immensely with basically having my college campus shut down. I mean, I had such a strong relationship with administration and faculty especially. It broke my heart. And with peers even, I mean, they were a part of my life. They made me laugh, smile, and I'm immensely grateful for them because now I just kind of have to look back on it as a gratitude and memory. So the next part I'll move up to is self-esteem. I have had the worst struggle with thinking that it's worth it to be in college right now. Like, how could I do homework amidst this happening? And it's true. I mean, you're taking up so much of your mental capacity right now with worry, and not just for yourself. I know that we are all worrying about other people, and we have this kind of like panoramic perception, and we know that something really huge and crazy is going on outside, and it is helpless. And I think that can make us kind of feel down on ourselves. And even then, I have felt pretty guilty about wanting to utilize my free time, I suppose. I mean, I could barely even focus on my math degree, let alone pursuing my own personal research, building my portfolio. Like, why would that matter in a time like this? And eventually, obviously, with time, I think that we can all get to that point again of pursuing our passions. But for now, we have to think about the hierarchy, and that we really do have to focus on the foundation of necessity and really relationships to feel that support again, and to have that opportunity to look inwards, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, and even though there's that quote, like, you can't let other people love you until you love yourself, based on Maslow'S hierarchy, people can love you before you love yourself, but there's no way that we're ever going to be able to pursue conscious expansion if we don't love ourselves next. And that's where the necessity of relationship and security comes from. So yeah, I'm going to move on to my favorite part, which is conscious expansion. But finally, it's taken a few days, I don't know, JK, like a few weeks. As soon as I found out school was canceling, I basically just like got a migraine on the back of my head that literally just ached. It felt like when Harry Potter feels Voldemort around and he's like, when I think about school being out and like ended, I was just like, oh god, like, ow. So yeah, it just hurt really, really bad. And school is my whole life. Learning is like a part of my identity. I'm obsessed with knowledge and growth. And to have this community of knowledge taken away from me, I was like, who am I to create that on my own? And I keep saying, who am I? Like, who let me do this? Like, who's saying that I'm not allowed to? Who's saying we are not allowed to pursue anything because the world's kind of falling apart. And I think that we really do just have to do our part, and this is about taking care of yourself and kind of your tribe. I mean, you can't really go anywhere. So yeah, it's been really rough, but I'm finally getting back to the point where I can do more than just homework and starting to read again, just take care of myself, rest. I try to like go on a walk and stuff, you know, move around to get the juices flowing. So yeah, I hope that kind of rambling of Maslow'S hierarchy could put into perspective for you what you're missing, and clearly necessity is important. I really do pray that everybody is healthy and safe, or that you get to that point soon. But yeah, we're all going through a lot right now, so make sure to practice some self-awareness and to really look inwards and think about what you've been missing this whole time as we live our life in the fast lane, because clearly life is a lot more obvious to what we were missing when we actually slow down for a moment, which is both terrifying and invigorating at the same time. So yeah, thanks, and have a nice day. Bye.